Alright, we are live. I am hideously late. But the USFL Championship game is here. The Stallions and the Maulers. Let me fix this. But the Maulers with the football at their own 30. Here is the give to Garrett Groshek. And Groshek runs for a gain of 2. Give me 1 minute to get all this correct. I'm sorry I'm so late. Quarter 1. Okay, everything is good. Let me just get the comments up real quick. But 2nd and 8 here for the Maulers. Williams is in the pistol. He is going to go play action, look to throw, protected very nicely. Now he's going to roll out to his right. Williams looks for some space, and he's going to take off and run for a gain of 2. Maybe 3. So give me a second to pull up the comments and stuff like that. We're showing the Stallions' defense. Oh wow, he actually got a lot more than a few yards on that one. It is a 3rd and 1, so a gain of 7 on that previous play. Williams hands off to Groshek up the middle, and he's going to fall forward for a gain of 3. Alright, but I think I got everything situated. Yeah, I do. Okay. So 1st and 10 here for the Maulers. Groshek motions into the backfield. And here they hand off to Groshek up the middle once again. This time he's not going to have much space to run, only gain of 2 on the play. Only pull up each team's rosters. Who do I want to win? I don't really care, but if I had to pick, I would pick the Stallions. How about you? Who do you want to win? 2nd and 7 from their own 45. Williams, quick throw to the outside. That is caught by Trey Walker, and he's out of bounds after a gain of 5. That'll bring up a 3rd and 2. You want the Stallions as well. Cool. Are you a Stallions fan or just rooting for them today? I'm usually a Generals fan, but if I had to pick, I would go with them today. Quick throw, caught by the fullback, number 44. Breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and is going to gain 5 and a 1st down. You're a Showboats fan, you're rooting for the Stallions today, okay? I feel like I'm forgetting to do something. I don't remember what it could be, though. Oh, that's what it is. I got the thumbnail wrong. I've got the wrong thumbnail up. Let me fix that real quick. Sorry about that, guys. I got the breakers on the thumbnail. Alright, they also call a timeout, which is absolutely perfect timing. So I can fix this thumbnail. I forgot to change it. Oh, your St. Louis Cardinals won today? Yeah, I saw that. And they beat my Yankees. Supposed to play again in a little bit, but I don't know if that's gonna happen because I know it's supposed to rain in St. Louis. Yeah, you're gonna watch it? Okay. We got a false start here for the Maulers. That'll back them up 5. Let me change the thumbnail real quick. Your favorite sport? Like, are you saying baseball is your favorite sport? My favorite sport, I would say football, but baseball is second. Alright, but on that previous play, sorry, I didn't talk about it all because I was trying to get that thumbnail correct. It was deflected at the line of scrimmage, incomplete, and it is a second and 15 here. Get to the comments in a second. Second and 15 from their own 49. Williams looks to throw. Stallions bring blitz. He gets it out quickly. Caught by Henny. He's going to gain about 4. 4 is taken down by Brooks. That'll bring up a 3rd and 11. Maulers will surprise. They could. I don't think they will, but I definitely think they could, and it's not out of the question for the Maulers to win the championship. For you, it's 1 football, 2 baseball, 3 basketball, 4 soccer. Okay. For me, it's 1 football, 2 baseball, 3 is probably hockey, and then 4 basketball or soccer. Don't really watch either that much. 3rd and 12. Williams off play action looks to throw. Williams going to take off and run. He's got a blocker in front, and he's going to slide. Take a hit as he slides. There will be no flag. Oh no! Here comes a flag. And Williams will pick up the first down because there will most likely be a flag here. I will join back later. Keep up the good work. Probably in the second half. Okay. I'll see you in a little bit. So, a late hit on Troy Williams gives them. It was helmet to helmet hit. On Brian Allen, who had 2 interceptions last week in the win for the Stallions. So the Maulers, they moved the chains thanks to the penalty. And they've now got a first down inside Stallions territory at about the 30-yard line. Actually, at the 22. So 1st and 10 here for the Maulers. Williams looks to throw. He's pressured, escapes the rush. Now a quick throw caught by Hyman, I think is how you say his name. And he's going to gain about 4 or 5 there. Rugby, football 2nd, basketball 3rd, and soccer 4th. In France, you call it football. Okay. Oh, you're from France? That's cool. I'll go back to that in a second. 2nd and 5. Williams hands off to Madre London up the middle. He is going to gain 3. That'll bring up a 3rd and 2 for the Maulers. Yeah, that's cool you're from France. Usually I don't have many viewers outside of the United States, but glad to have you here. And rugby, yeah, I've never really watched. I really don't understand rugby, and also it's not that big in the United States, so that's. I just really don't know much about it. And then Yeah, I could definitely understand the rest of yours. 3rd and 2, quick throw out of the backfield to Henny. Henny's forced out of bounds at the 3 after a big first down catch and run there. Oh, Henny... No, he did motion into the backfield. Henny, 2 catches for 15 yards so far. 1st and goal here for the Maulers at the 2-yard line is where it's officially spotted. Williams on the design run. He is taken down inside the 1-yard line. There is a flag that comes in as well. Illegal formation. So that's going to back the Maulers up 5. So 1st and goal from the 7 here for the Maulers. 7 minutes to go in the 1st quarter. Williams looks to throw. Out of the backfield, he's going to try to find Madre London. But not a good throw and incomplete. That's going to bring up a 3rd and goal from the 7. It's been a long first drive here for the Pittsburgh Maulers. Over 8 minutes off the clock. Sorry, it's a 2nd and goal from the 7. Not 3rd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 7. Williams in the pistol. Here he is going to hand off to Garrett Groshek running left. Groshek across the 5-yard line is taken down at the 4 after a gain of 3. So that'll bring up a 3rd and goal. So far, results in the poll, everyone has said the Maulers will win. So make sure to vote if you guys haven't already. My vote would go towards the Stallions. I've got them by a score of 31-24. So 3rd and goal for the Maulers from the 4. Williams in shotgun. Play clock is at 0. They get the snap off. Williams fade to the end zone, incomplete. And the Stallions will hold the Maulers to a field goal try here on the first drive of the game. Stallions have only had 11 touchdowns in the red zone this season. That is the fewest in the USFL. Oh wait, we do have a flag down on the field. Let's see. After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, offense on wide receiver number 89, Trey Walker. Interesting. That's going to back their field goal up 15 yards. Okay. It's definitely a penalty. He shoved the guy in the mouth. But here is Chris Blewett, Maulers kicker. He went 2 for 3 on field goals last week. Here's a 37-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. And the kick from Chris Blewett is up and it is good. And the Maulers get on the board first here in the USFL Championship game. So the Maulers, they use a long first drive to get on the board. Helped out by some penalties along the way. Really one major penalty. I love the Stallions, and a championship will be great, but a surprise from the Maulers will be better. Okay. I could definitely understand that. I mean, usually whenever the underdog comes up with the big win, it's always pretty cool like that. But I think that's going to officially be marked as a... This thing is way behind their little Gamecast thing. They've still got a 3rd and goal. But it's going to be marked as, what, a 14-play drive? Taking, like, 8:15 off the clock. So a long first drive for the Pittsburgh Maulers. Gets them on the board. Alright, so waiting for them to come back from commercial break, we will see the Stallions offense come onto the field in USFL MVP Alex Magoo, who was named the MVP yesterday after a tremendous season. Magoo, really, really good season, about 2,100 passing yards, 20 passing touchdowns, also 400 rushing yards, and 5 rushing touchdowns, and only about 5 interceptions, I think? 4 or 5. I think it's 5. Officially marked 15-play, 61-yard drive, taking 9:33 off the clock. A really long opening drive for the Pittsburgh Maulers. And we will get to see the Stallions offense on the field here for the first time today. Currently 5:27 left on the clock. Blewet's got it teed up. Ooh. And it sends it away. Here's Deon Cain on the return from the 3. Had a kick return touchdown against the Maulers in week 4. And Cain is out of bounds on this return. Jumps over the Maulers bench. And he is going to set the Stallions up at their own 31-yard line. Cain ends up flipping over offensive lineman Terry Poole for the Maulers, who's their left tackle. Alex Magoo's numbers in the South Division Championship last week: 310 passing yards, 84 rushing yards, 5 total touchdowns, 21 of 31 passing. So 1st and 10 from their own at 32. Magoo in shotgun. Marable the back line to his left. Magoo hands off to Marable, running right. Marable looks for a lane. He's going to get taken down after a gain of 2 on the play. It's a very interesting matchup in this game because you've got the number 1 offense in the Birmingham Stallions facing the best defense in the USFL in the Pittsburgh Maulers. So it's going to be a very, very interesting matchup. What's up? Not much. Just watching the USFL Championship game. How about you? How you doing? Second and 8. Empty backfield for Magoo. Magoo looks to throw. Over the middle, caught by tight end Sternberger across midfield. Takedown at the 47. A nice throw and catch from the best quarterback-tight end duo in the USFL. Sternberger led the USFL with 7 touchdown catches. Who's winning right now? The Maulers lead this one 3-0. So 1st and 10 here for the Stallions. Magoo pump fakes a quick throw. Now he's going to roll out to his right, escaping the rush. Magoo on the run, fires deep down the field. That is incomplete. Sternberger, the tight end, was the receiver in the area, but overthrew it. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Stallions. So a 2nd and 10 here for the Stallions. 3:30 to go in the first quarter. Play clock is winding down. Empty backfield for Magoo. They get the snap off with 1 second left on the play clock. Magoo pump fakes. Now spins around. Now he's going to go deep down the field again. He's got a receiver open, and it is intercepted. No, incomplete. Was intercepted for a second, but ends up being incomplete. All USFL safety number 5. I forgot his name. No. I thought that was somebody else. Keith Gibson Jr. knocked that one away and forced incompletion. I thought he was somebody else. Sorry, I thought he was, let me find who I thought he was. I thought he was Mark Gilbert. The all-USFL defensive back. Here's the throw to Marable. Quick throw out of the backfield. He's going to gain 8 yards. And that'll bring up a 4th and 2 for the Stallions. And it appears as if they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it on their first drive. They will keep the offense out there. They were 2 for 3 on 4th downs in the regular season. That is best in the USFL at 66 or 67%. Play clock winding down here. And prior to the snap, we've got a timeout called for by the Stallions, as the play clock is 0. So they will have some more time to talk it over. Each team spends a timeout on their opening drive. Leaves each team with 2 remaining and 2:01 to go in the first quarter. Is Marable okay? Yeah, why would he not be okay? Was he on the injury report? He probably was. 95% of the Stallions team is on the injury report. Let's see. We'll have to watch, but gotta go 2:30. It's 2:34 over here. Okay. Well, thank you for being part of the stream while you could, and have a good sleep, I guess. But yeah, thank you for joining me for while you could. Something happened last game and he got taken out. Oh, when he got hurt last game? Yeah, it didn't look like a good injury, but he came back last game. Here's Magoo on the quarterback run. He gets hit hard. Still on his feet, and now he's taken down. Reuben Foster, a big tackle for loss there. And the Maulers defense forces a 4th down stop on the Stallions' first drive. What adds up here? Oh, a 5 and 6 team against a 9 and 2 team seems familiar with the XFL. Even though I think they were 10 and 1. Bugging here. Oh, if you guys do see a fly in here, or hear a fly in here, this is not a fly, but whatever this bug is, it is very annoying. Go away. There was a fly in here before. I haven't seen it in the past, like, half hour when I've come back in here, so hopefully it's gone, but if there is a fly, then hopefully it does not bother us. But I was just going to say something. What was it? Oh, this stupid bug does not want to stop bothering us. And now it makes me forget what I was going to say. Yeah, your team lost in the USF, I think you mean USFL, and XFL and CFL and won the NFL. Okay? I don't remember what I was going to say. Alright, forget it. I don't remember. Alright, so waiting for them to come back from commercial break here. The Stallions might lose. They could. I personally don't think they will lose, but, I mean, it's not out of the question for them to lose. I definitely think they could. I mean, the Maulers have gotten off to good start, points on the board, stopping the Stallions on a 4th down. Got things going in their direction right now. 1st and 10, Williams in shotgun. Groshek the back line up to his right. Williams looks to throw. He's pressured, sets up the screen to Groshek, who makes a nice one-handed catch, but is not able to turn that into a nice gain as Groshek is taken down for a loss of 3 on the play. Had some pushing and shoving going on early in this game so far. This bug is so annoying. Only in the first quarter, we've had 3 instances where we've seen pushing and shoving after the play so far. So 2nd and 13, play clock winding down to get the snap off. Williams, quick throw to the outside, caught by Henny. Henny makes a move and across midfield, picks up the 1st down, taken down at the 46-yard line of Stallions territory. And the Maulers pick up another 1st down. Under a minute to go here in the opening quarter. I'll get to your comment in a second. North Division Championship, Isaiah Henny led the team in both catches and yards with 6 catches for 83 yards. Here they go back to the ground with Garrett Groshek, who's going to run for a gain of 2, running to the right side. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 8, and also bring us to the end of the 1st quarter, most likely. Someone said the worst NFL team should play the best one in the XFL. Whoever wins goes to the NFL, and this goes through. The NFL should play the best one in the XFL. Whoever wins should go to the NFL, and this goes through to the USFL and CFL. I don't necessarily think that would be, like, cool idea, but I don't think it would be. I don't know, it's interesting. Because that's kind of like the. I just think an NFL team, even the worst NFL team, is going to be so much better than one of these spring football teams. I don't really think it would even give us a close, entertaining game. I think it's going to be an absolute blowout. I mean, now something that would be interesting is, like, it would be interesting, but I think it would be just a massive blowout every single game. Something that would be interesting is if you got, like, a spring football champion, and you got the USFL and the XFL champions play each other. The only problem with that is they play at similar yet different times in the year, so the XFL teams will have been off for 2 months by the time the USFL Championship is taking place. I just want to watch more football. Same here, but at least we got some good spring leagues now, like the XFL and the USFL. So really, we're only without football. Well, if you include the CFL too, I don't really think you're without football for that many weeks. I don't know if you're without football at all. Not really sure. But I don't really follow the CFL, like, at all. The only thing I know about the CFL is they got their goalpost at the goal line instead of at the back of the end zone. That's about it. But when you combine the USFL, XFL, and the NFL, there's only, I think it's only 8 weeks that you don't have football on. That's not including the preseason. Your Defenders lost, and Panthers lost, and your Blue Bombers lost. Is that your CFL team? Yep, I guess so. Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Alright, so waiting for them to come back from commercial break. The Maulers with the football at the Stallions' 46-yard line as we enter quarter number 2. So far, results on the poll: 58% of you guys have said the Maulers will win, 42% have said the Stallions. Make sure to vote if you guys have not already done so. This USFL Championship game is the first time we have not seen the Stars in a championship game, as they appeared in every USFL Championship game. 1983, 84, 85, last year, but this is the first year they're not in the championship game. Technically in 83 and 84, they were the Baltimore Stars, but the team called the Stars is not in the championship game for the first time this year. So 2nd and 7. 15 minutes to go in the first half. Maulers with the football. Sorry, it's actually the 44-yard line of the Stallions. Empty backfield for Troy Williams. Williams looks to throw. Quick throw that is incomplete. Yeah, marked incomplete. Henny, the intended receiver. It was a little bit of a low throw, so we had to kind of get it off the ground. I don't really think he ever got a clean grip on it, and then as he went to go make a move on somebody, dropped the ball. It's a marked incomplete. Maulers 3 of 4 on third down so far tonight, but in the regular season they converted just 30%, which is worst in the USFL. Here's a 3rd and 7 from the 44. Williams looks to throw. Protected very well. Now he looks to run. Fumbles the ball. And it is dove on by the offensive lineman. A loss of 5 on the play. He was protected and had all day to throw, but then as he decided he was going to try to break the pocket, then his time ran out and he also lost the ball, forcing the lineman to dive on, and now the Maulers will be forced punted away to the Stallions. You're cheering for the Stallions. I don't really have a preference who wins. I guess if you told me I had to pick, I would pick the Stallions, but I don't really care. So the punt gets the ball to the 13-yard line. That is where Alex Magoo and the Birmingham Stallions offense will take over. They trail 3-0 with 13:33 to go in the second quarter. You hate Chris Blewett. Why? If he didn't make that 59-yarder. Oh. You could have been in the championship. Meaning the Panthers. Okay. Understandable. Give me 1 second to check something really quick. Give me 1 second. Alright, so still waiting for them to come back from commercial break here. Stallions going to get the football at about their own 15-yard line. What is my go-to drink for games? Water. Alright, they're back from commercial break here. They're showing the Alex Magoo journey to becoming the USFL MVP. Was good at Florida International. Started the season as the starting quarterback last year for the Stallions. You heard it like water. Water. So, first and 10 here for the Stallions. Oh, what I was saying, he started the season as the starter last year. Got hurt, lost his starting job, now back to it this year after the Jamar Smith injury. Here's a quick throw to Davion Davis for a gain of 2. Alex Magoo, regular season quarterback ranks first in completion percentage, passing touchdowns, rushing touchdowns, and rushing yards for a quarterback. And a lot of his numbers best since the USFL relaunch, which includes last season as well. 2nd and 8, empty backfield here for Alex Magoo. Ball on their own 17-yard line. Magoo looks to throw. He's got plenty of time. Throw to the outside, caught by Marable. And Marable is going to be very close to a first down. It appears as if he's going to get marked down about half a yard short. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1 here for the Stallions. Another short yardage situation. They go quickly, get to the line. Magoo hands off to Marable, who's easily able to pick up the first down, runs for 4. Panthers will add one thing, that is, I think you mean player with the most sacks. Okay, yeah, because Greenwood Speaks had, 9 sacks? Great season for him. CJ Marable last week had 11 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown. That was his 3rd straight game with a rushing touchdown. Here's a 1st and 10 from their own 28. Magoo looks to throw. Plenty of time. He's going to find Marable out of the backfield. And Marable will gain 4. Forced out by Gibson. So here is a 2nd and 6 for the Maulers. That's right, for the Stallions. With 11:20 to go in the 2nd quarter. Magoo is going to look to throw off play action. Wanted to go deep. Now he's going to roll out to his right. Magoo going to take off and run. Jumps over a defender. Picks up a first down and is taken down at the 42. Very upset he ended up falling down. Had a lot of green grass ahead of him. There was a flag down. Let's see what this is going to be. Personal foul. Defense. Face mask. So it's a face mask on the Maulers. That's going to add on 15 to the results of the play, which will be a big gain for the Stallions overall. You're not making anything like food today. Okay. Four penalties for 40 yards so far for the Maulers. Stallions with the ball at the 42-yard line of Maulers. Low snap. Magoo collects himself. Goes deep down the field. He's got a man. That's caught. Touchdown for Stallions. Davion Davis makes the touchdown catch. And the Stallions, they take the lead. A long touchdown. And the Stallions take the lead. 6 plays, 85 yards, 2:54 off the clock. And Davis picks up his 3rd touchdown of the playoffs. And the Stallions take the lead as well. A beautiful throw from Alex Magoo. And here is Brandon Aubrey to make it a 7-3 Stallions lead. And he does that. His kick is right down the middle. Alright. Sorry about that. My sister came down for a second to get something from down here, and she decided she's going to talk to me while she's down here. So, that's why I muted myself for a second. What grade am I in? Obviously, it's the summer now, but I'm going to be going into my junior year of high school next year, or in September. I don't even know how I just spilled water like that. I don't even know how I did that. Do I like geometry? No, not really. Alright, so the Maulers, they're going to be getting the ball after they come back from commercial. Algebra 2, I also did not like. I had that this previous year. But I don't really like either geometry or algebra 2. If I had to pick, I don't know, algebra 2 is hard. I might go geometry. I don't know. I don't like either, but algebra 2 is torture. Magoo really had a touchdown as they showed that previous play either way. He could have went to Deion Kane on the outside as well, who was being held on by the safety, who then came over the top to try to prevent the touchdown. But he could have done like a pump fake deep to Davis, get the safety moving, and then find a wide open Kane for a touchdown as well. So really nice play design by the Stallions right there. Aubrey has it teed up and sends it away here. The Maulers get the football back. Simmons fields this at his own 15-yard line. Josh Simmons on the kick return. Across to 35 and is taken down at the 36-yard line. And that is where the Maulers offense will take over. What do I like? I don't really like school, so I don't like school. But if I had to pick, my favorite subject is probably history, just 'cause it's probably the easiest. So 1st and 10 here for the Maulers. They now find themselves trailing 7-3 with 10:33 to go in the second quarter. Williams, quick throw, caught by the fullback number 44, and he is going to gain 4. 44, that is Mason Stoke, a 25-year-old fullback from Wisconsin. Maulers fumble. Okay, we'll have to see if that happens. So 2nd and 5 for the Maulers, officially a gain of 5 on that previous play. So from their own 41, empty backfield for Williams. He looks to throw. Williams, quick throw, caught by Henny, and Henny going to gain 6 and a Mauler first down. Now under 10 minutes to go in the first half. Only short passes so far for Troy Williams. 9 of 13 on passes, 0 of 10 yards. Has not attempted a pass that has gone 11 to 20 yards or 21 plus yards. A lot of short, quick passes. 1st and 10, Williams hands off to Henny, running right. Henny gets the edge, picks up first down, and takes a big hit from Robinson. He is able to pick up 12 on the play, though. Isaiah Henny, a very valuable player for the Maulers offense. Good receiver, very good with the ball in his hands. And he's able to run for 12 there. Kind of plays a similar role to a Deebo Samuel, like the 49ers, although not quite as big of a player physically, and a bit shiftier. First and 10, Williams looks to throw. He's got plenty of time. He goes deep down the field. He's got a receiver. Caught. Oh, incomplete. Him had it for a second. As he hit the ground, it popped free. And that is a missed opportunity there for the Maulers, as they look to trade a big play touchdown with the Stallions. Incomplete. Troy is going to get hurt. Hopefully not. Hopefully nobody gets hurt. I couldn't find anywhere on lines. This will do. Appreciate you, man. Well, I'm glad you found the stream, and welcome to the stream. Here is the give to London, and he's going to power his way forward for a gain of 5. Looks like the spot might come actually in for 4. No, it's going to be 5. So a 3rd and 5 here for the Maulers with 7:30 to go in the second quarter. Trey Walker now winds up in the backfield. The Maulers got very creative with who they line up in the backfield. We've seen, I think, 5 different players line up either next to or behind Williams so far. Quick throw, that is caught by Hyman, or I'm not sure how to say his name, but he gains 6. And a Mauler first down. If you beat my team in the playoffs, you dislike that team. So that's going to mean you dislike the Maulers. Obviously, they beat the Panthers last week. Ishmael, it's probably Hyman, Hyman. He had 4 catches for 52 yards last week. Here's Williams, who looks to throw. Going to find London out of the backfield, who's going to get taken down after a gain of 2 by Brian Allen. But a big game last week with 2 interceptions. So a 2nd and 8 here for the Maulers at the 27-yard line of the Stallions. Williams off play action, looks to throw. He's pressured, and his shovel pass went forward to Madre London. London is going to get taken down at the 23-yard line. That'll bring up a 3rd and 4, so a gain of 4 there. And while they get ready for this 3rd down play, I'm going to go to tissue extremely quickly. Accidentally kicked my tripod. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'm gonna go get tissue real quick. Was not quick enough, missed the play. Kinda saw it from an angle. But, here's the replay. They found Groshek out of the backfield, and he got very close to the first down marker. The Maulers have had the ball for 19 minutes so far. Here's the give to Groshek, and he is swung down by Tillman for a loss of 2 there. Troy Williams be like, my wide receiver has the perfect chance downfield, throws it, and he drops it. I have the worst chance short. Makes the worst throw ever and gets 14 yards. Somehow, yeah. So here is a 2nd and 11 from the 19. Williams underneath. That throw is batted down at the line of scrimmage and incomplete. That'll bring up a 3rd and 11, number 97. I believe that is Willie Yarbury. It is. He got a hand on that and knocked it down. 3:47 to go here in the 2nd quarter. The Maulers have had the ball for what feels like the entire game. I mean, they've had the ball for over 20 minutes. Williams off play action, steps up in the pocket. Now Williams looks to run. He's going to run for only 2 yards there, getting it to the 17-yard line. And that's going to bring up a 4th and 9. Your TV keeps talking about a flash flood in Missouri. Interesting. Are you watching, like, the championship game? Because if you are, that is quite interesting. How does a flash flood in Missouri relate to the USFL Championship, when neither of these teams are even from Missouri, and they're playing in Ohio, not Missouri? Blewett's 36-yard field goal is up and good, and he has now made a 36 and 37-yard field goal here. And it is now a 7-6 Stallions lead with 3:01 to go in the first half. Probably your location, because you're in a weird big radius and you don't live in Missouri. Okay. So at least it's not like you're living not even close to Missouri and they're talking about Missouri flash floods. But that's understandable. But the Stallions will get the football back. They lead this one 7-6 after their defense holds the Maulers to a field goal. This annoying bug is back. Alright, it'll just stay there as long as it's not bothering me. But the Stallions get the football back here. They're going to have about 3 minutes to work with, have 2 timeouts as well, each team with 2 timeouts remaining. The Maulers are dominating time possession so far. They've had the ball for 20 minutes and 30 seconds. And the Stallions have had the ball for 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Flag on the return. Am I, like, way behind this game? 10-yard penalty. Oh. Is that, like, what you're predicting, or did that actually happen? On the kicking team. Nope, a blind guess. Okay. Keep up the great work, man. You are the best live stream on YouTube regarding the championship game of the 8 you've seen streaming. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate that. And thank you for the kind words. And glad you've been enjoying the stream. Alright, so 3:01 to go. Deion Kane back deep to receive the kick here from Chris Blewett, who has now made 36 and 37-yard field goals so far. He's responsible for all 6 of the Maulers' points. And this froze. Alright, the kick is away. Kane fields at his own 8-yard line. And Deion Kane on the return is going to get tripped up and taken down at the 33-yard line before Billy Gaither had his helmet come off as he made that tackle for the Maulers. So a 1st and 10 here for the Stallions at, it's going to be their own 31-yard line. Gaither also got cut on his face as he got kicked in the head, causing his helmet to come off and also probably causing him to get cut. But the 32 is where the ball is spotted. Magoo, empty backfield on 1st down. And here is a design quarterback run, or at least it looks like that. Magoo is going to get taken down for a big loss back at the 20-yard line. So a 2nd and 20, lost a 10 there for the Stallions from their own 22. Magoo looks to throw. Here he's going to take off and run. Alex Magoo with space ahead of him. Across the 30-yard line. Stiff arm to Zeno, who's eventually able to take him down. But Magoo going to run for a gain of 14 on the play. And make this a manageable 3rd down as we reach the 2-minute warning. Your stream. Alright, 1st down by Troy, running to the right of the pocket. I don't know where you're going with that. But 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. It's going to be a 3rd and 6, so a 14-yard scramble for Magoo on that previous play. You're just a better streamer. Oh, well, I'm glad you think that. Thank you very much. What does that mean? If you go on the go, pick you. I don't know what that means. So 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. The Stallions with a 3rd and 6 upcoming at about their own 26. They lead this one 7-6. And the Stallions will also receive the kickoff to begin the 2nd half. So they've got themselves in a really good position. And really could go up 21-6 without the Maulers even touching the football. Oh, I just read your comment again. If you're on the go, pick you. Oh, that makes sense a lot more now. I read that wrong. But yeah, thank you again for that. So 3rd and 5 for the Stallions. Prior to the play, we've got a timeout called for by the Maulers. They're second of the half. That leaves them with 1 remaining. The Stallions with 2 timeouts remaining. So 3rd and 5 here for the Stallions. Magoo in shotgun. Ricky Pearson Jr. is the running back, lined to his left. Magoo looks to throw. Quick throw that is caught by Sternberger. Sternberger into the open field, across midfield, across the 40-yard line. Stiff arms guy is taken down at the 30. Big catch and run for from Alex Magoo to Jay Sternberger. Sternberger's 2nd catch of the day. Both have been good gains. Now the Stallions going quickly to the line. Sternberger, 2 catches, 53 yards so far. So from the 29, Magoo looks to throw. Quick throw caught by Michael Petway. And Petway is going to gain 12 and another Stallion first down. Again, the Stallions move a little bit quicker. This season, the Stallions have 7 touchdowns in the final 2 minutes of the first half. That includes the playoffs. That is most in the USFL. That was a great play. Magoo on the keeper. He is going to jump over a guy and get taken down after a gain of 6. 2nd time we've seen Alex Magoo go up and over. This time he went really high up into the air. He jumped up and over a standing Kayava Tizino. He couldn't quite clear his head, got up to about his shoulders, but Tizino is... He's 6 foot. Magoo, wow, did he keep the feet in there? He did. What a toe tap catch by Dion Kane, getting it down to the 3-yard line. Did a really nice job to keep his feet in bounds. But Tizino stands at 6 foot, so Magoo got pretty high into the air as he tried to jump over him. But the Stallions with the ball at the 3-yard line after a Dion Kane made a really, really nice job keeping his feet in bounds as he made that catch. Yeah, it is 50-50 on the pole. Magoo looks to throw to the end zone. And caught for a Stallions touchdown. Wanted to make sure he got his feet in bounds first. Dion Kane with the touchdown catch. 7 plays, 68-yard drive. Another short drive for the Stallions, taking only 2:30 off the clock. But as long as they're scoring, I think that's all they care about. A nice throw from Alex Magoo, getting into a fairly tight window. As he got it to Dion Kane. And the extra point here from Brandon Aubrey to make it a 14-6 game. His kick is up and it is good. So it is now 14-6. The Stallions extend their lead. Another short drive. Both their drives have been both their scoring drives have been pretty short. Now it's 8 touchdowns in the last 2 minutes of the first half. Yeah, the Stallions are really, really good in 2-minute situations. A lot of USFL teams always mess up managing the clock. Stallions never do, and in fact they're always scoring. I was just gonna check something. What was it now? What was I gonna check? Oh, the Stallions drives. But yeah, this drive took 2:30 off the clock. Their other drive took 2:54, and their other drive took 3:33. So only 9 minutes total possession time for the Stallions compared to 20 minutes for the Maulers. You hate the overtime for the USFL and the XFL. Why? I actually think it's not a bad idea. I like the overtime format. Personally, I think I would have some kind of 5 or 10 minute overtime. Or here's what I do. I just thought of this. I would have a 10-minute overtime period where you play the entire thing. You play all 10 minutes. Starts with the kickoff, everything like that, kind of like the NFL. But hold on, 1 second. I feel like I have to sneeze. Not because I said that. It was right there. But what I would do for overtime is I would have it start with a kickoff like the NFL. Do a coin toss, determine who gets, if you want the ball or not. But you play the entire 10-minute period. And if there's someone who is if someone's winning after the 10 minutes, great. If not, then go into the overtime format that you have now. They just pointed something out. It looks like there probably should have been an illegal motion penalty on the Stallions on that touchdown play. It was not called, and Ray Horton was upset about it on the sideline. Because Michael Petway was late getting to his set position, which means you gotta wait for Sternberger before Sternberger can move and go in motion. But here's the return to the 37. But there was no penalty there, which is why Horton was upset. So Williams and the Maulers offense back on the field. They've got 25 seconds to work with. I just like the fumble rule. Yeah, I don't like that rule either. So 25 seconds, end of timeout to work with here for the Maulers. From the run 37, Williams looks to throw, quick throw to the outside, caught by Hyman. And he's out of bounds after a gain of 6 on the play. The only reason that it's there is John Madden. Yeah. So 2nd and 4 here for the Maulers. Williams looks to throw. He's pressured, pump fakes, now goes over the middle and incomplete. Walker was the intended receiver. That's incomplete. That'll bring up a 3rd and 4 with 14 seconds left in the first half. Maulers still with the timeout remaining. Throw a little bit behind Trey Walker, which is probably why I wasn't able to haul that one in. But here is a 3rd and 4 for the Maulers. 14 seconds to go. Williams, quick throw to the outside, high throw and incomplete. That'll bring up a 4th and 4 with 10 seconds to go. Here you go, world record kick. Here? Or no? After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct defense. Oh, that's going to be huge for the Maulers. That is a massive penalty because that gives the Maulers a fresh set of downs. Your prediction may have been true. Not likely, but maybe. Here's another quick throw caught by number 80, who's the tight end, Saber. They call a timeout after that play with 5 seconds to go. And they will line up for a field goal here to end the half. I don't think that would have been true right there, just because that would have been a really, really long field goal. And I don't really think there's any way Blewett gets it close. But now here is Chris Blewett for what will be a long field goal. He's 2 of 2 so far today. Made a 59-yard field goal last week. And now has made a 36 and 37-yard field goal so far this week. Chris Blewett, 5 field goals of 50-plus yards, including the playoffs. That's most in the USFL. This is going to be another 50-plus yard field goal. It is 55 yards from the right hash with 5 seconds to go. And Chris Blewett's kick is up on its way, and his kick is good. A big field goal from Chris Blewett. This guy's got a huge leg for the USFL. And it is now 14-9. As we reach halftime. Maybe you can do something that that your Generals versus the Breakers couldn't do. What do you mean? Couldn't do what? Chris could make it from 60. Generals? I'm trying to remember that game. Did they need like a 60-yard field goal? I don't think so, but I'm not... I could be wrong. That was a while ago. I don't remember, so... Alright, but we reach halftime. The Stallions lead this one at 14-9. Oh, throw a Hail Mary and not get sacked. That's right, now I do remember that. But we reach halftime here in the 2023 USFL Championship game. The Stallions lead this one by a score of 14-9. And they will also get the kick here to begin half number 2. But I'm going to go take a quick break, as I do at halftime of every game I stream. I will be back in a minute for my updated score prediction. Stuff like that. First half recap, stats, all that stuff. But make sure to vote in the poll if you guys haven't already. So far it's 50-50. But yeah, I'll be back in a second. Let me just check something really quickly. Okay. But yeah, I'll be back in a minute. Alright, I'm back. Who's voting right now? It went from 58-42 back to 50-50. I don't know, maybe people think the other team's gonna win. Yeah, sorry, that took kind of a while. So sorry about that. What if I told you you read the first part wrong? First part of what? The first part of what wrong? I'm confused. But at halftime, the Stallions lead the sentence? Which sentence? Look close. Oh, what if I... Did you do that on purpose? What if I told you read the first part wrong? I didn't even catch that. Alright, but the Stallions, they lead this one by a score of 14-9 at halftime. I still read it wrong? What if I... Oh, what? Oh my. My brain just does that automatically. What if told you read the first part wrong. There, I read it perfectly that time. But Stallions lead the Maulers by a score of 14-9 at halftime. My original score prediction was Stallions by a score of 31-24. In fact, I think that can be... Alright, I'll get back to that in a second. Let me finish what I'm saying real quick. But, I still think the Stallions are going to win, and I still think it'll be in the... similar range of that score, 31-24, something like that. But the Maulers, all they've done is kick field goals so far. So my updated score prediction, I'm going to stick with the Stallions. I still think they'll win the USFL Championship. But I'm going to go and instead say by a score of 31. I'm going to stick with that part. To... Let's go 31-23 instead. WR0NG. Oh, okay. That's the other part of what your sentence was. But my updated score prediction is Stallions by a score of 31-23. That's taking 1 point off of my original score prediction, which was 31-24. Going over some first half stats real quick for the Maulers. Troy Williams was 15 of 23 passing for 82 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. Rushing, he was also their leading rusher, 3 carries, 19 yards. And Garrett Groshek, 6 carries for 13 yards. Isaiah Henney, carried for 13. And Madre Wanden, 2 carries for 7. Receiving, Isaiah Henney led the Maulers receiving-wise, 4 catches, 36 yards on 6 targets. Ishmael Hyman, 3 catches, 18 yards. Mason Stoke, 2 catches, 9 yards. Madre Wanden, 2 for 7. Seibert, 1 for 6. Walker, 1 for 5. Groshek, 1 for 4. And Simmons, 1 for a loss of 3. For the Stallions, their first half stats. Alex Magoo, 10 of 12 for 138 yards and 2 touchdowns through the air. He's also added 33 rushing yards and 4 carries on the ground. CJ Marable also has added 2 carries for 6 yards for the Stallions rushing. Receiving-wise for the Stallions, Jace Sternberger, 2 catches, 52 yards. Davion Davis, 2 catches, 44 yards and a touchdown. CJ Marable, 3 catches for 20 yards. Michael Petway, a catch for 12. Deon Kane, a catch for 10. 2 catches for 10, and that is it. Oh wow, they just started the second half. Perfect timing. Kane fields us at his own 3. Crosses the 20-yard line on the return. To the outside, now it's going to weave his way back inside. Deon Kane across the 40-yard line, chopped down at the 47. A flag is down. A big return there for Kane and the Stallions. We got a flag down and an injured player down as well. I can't tell. I think the injured player is number 3 for the Maulers. That is Eli Walker, a safety from Kansas State. Hopefully he's okay. And the penalty is a holding penalty on TJ Carter for the Stallions. Definitely a hold right there. Alright, but Stallions with the football here. 1st and 10. They lead this 14-9. They've got the ball at their own 17 after the penalty. Magoo in shotgun, Marable the back line to his left. Magoo looks to throw. Plenty of time. Over the middle, finds Marable for a gain of 4. That's his 4th catch. This one goes for 4 yards. Before he's taken down by Keava Tizino, who I was kind of surprised didn't win the Defensive Player of the Year. Instead, that went to Frank Ginda of the Panthers. Both had great seasons. I thought Tizino was the better overall best player on defense, but Ginda also a tremendous season, over 100 tackles in just 10 games. So, I mean, you really couldn't go wrong with either one. 2nd and 5 here for the Stallions. Magoo in shotgun. A low snap. Hands off to Ricky Pearson Jr. running left. Pearson makes a cut. Picks up 1st down across the 30-yard line, and he's forced out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Nice run there from Ricky Pearson on his first run of the game. Officially marked a gain of 12. Pearson started as the Stallions' 3rd or 4th running back. I believe it was the 4th, because he was behind Bo Scarborough, CJ Marable, Zaquandre Wright, and then Pearson. But he is, thanks to injuries and also good performances by himself, he has carved out a nice role into the Stallions' offense, being a nice second running back that's going to see about 5 to 10 carries a game. Last week, he had 10 carries for 84 yards, both season highs. Another low snap. Another give to Pearson up the middle. Another gain of 10-plus yards. This time, Pearson runs for a gain of 16. So back-to-back really nice runs by Ricky Pearson Jr. He's now up to 2 carries for 28 yards. Davion Davis in motion, Magoo in shotgun. And for the 3rd play in a row, they go back to Pearson on the ground. This time, he was going to get stopped, but a huge push from the offensive line has him gain 9. He was going to gain 3, but the offensive line pushes him for a gain of 6. And the Stallions running the ball really effectively so far to start the half. Three plays, all runs, and a gain of about 37 yards. A 4th run play. Pearson tries to bounce this to the outside. He picks up the 1st down, gains 5 on the play. Now Pearson comes off the field to take a break. But he's up to 4 carries for 40 yards on 4 straight plays. Marable re-enters the game at running back. 12 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Stallions lead 14-9. Magoo in the pistol. Marable the back line behind him. They go back to the ground. Marable dodges one defender as he gets the ball. Now he finds a big lane across the 25-yard line, and he's taken down at the 24. Another 1st down for the Stallions. All run plays so far. 5 run plays for about 55 yards on this drive. Everything the Stallions do is fun to watch offensively. Even when they're just running the ball, it's just so fun to watch them. Because they're going to run for 10 yards of play. You were gone for a little bit? Oh, that's no problem. Welcome back, though. So 1st and 10, another carry, this time with Marable running left. And Marable is taken down at the 20-yard line, getting a 4 on the play. So, 2nd down and 5 here for the Stallions. Magoo looks to throw for the first time this drive. He's going to go take a shot down the sideline, back shoulder. Beautiful throw. And Deon Cain comes away with the Stallions touchdown. The 3rd touchdown throw of the day for Alex Magoo caps off an 8-play, 83-yard drive. 7 of them were run plays. Cain catches his 2nd touchdown of the game. A really, really nice throw from Alex Magoo. Ooh, did he get his left foot in bounds? That's going to be close. That was close. It's currently marked as a touchdown. Here's another look at it. Hard to tell from that angle, but I think there's some... Yeah, he was in. Oh, here's a good look. Really good look. Yup, there's some yellow in between the 2 white cleats. Or in between the white cleat and the white line, I think. It's close, but I think he got the foot in. They are reviewing this in the USFL Replay Center. I think it's 1, too close to overturn, and 2, I think he's in. I think there's a slight space between his foot and the white of the ends. I think there is a slight space. It's hard to tell, but I think he got the foot in bounds. Alright, they confirm the touchdown, and the extra point is up and good. It is now 21-9 Stallions. So the Stallions go 8 plays, 83 yards right down the field. Another shorter drive. Only about 4 minutes on that drive for the Stallions, but they've been getting points. 8 plays, 83 yards, 4:31 off the clock. All run plays except for the touchdown pass. As they started off with a... Oh, sorry, 2 run plays. They started off the drive and finished the drive with a pass play. They began with a 5-yard completion to Marable, then a 12-yard run, 15-yard run, 9-yard run, and 5-yard run by Pearson. Then Marable re-entered the game at running back and ran for 17 yards on 2 plays, before the 20-yard touchdown pass to Deon Cain. He's 2nd of the game, Alex Magoo's 3rd touchdown of the game. And 7 more points on the board for the Stallions. So far, results in the poll, 52% of you guys have said the Maulers will win, 48% have said the Stallions. So make sure to vote if you guys haven't already. And I also put a poll out in the community tab of my channel, where you guys can make sure to frequently check for updates, polls, anything like that. And I said, who do you think won the USFL Championship game? And in that one, it was reversed by a wide margin. 78% of you guys said the Stallions will, and 22% said the Maulers. Final score prediction, 31-16, Stallions. Maulers offense can't keep up. That is a very... I could definitely see that happening. My original prediction was 31-24. I just took 1 point off the Maulers total when I updated my score at halftime. I think the Maulers will be able to get some points on the board, as long as they stop doing something besides kicking field goals. But I definitely think the Stallions, the better overall team, more complete team, just better, which will have them be getting the win. What do you use your graphing calculator for? What is it? I don't even know how to explain that. It's... You enter like an equation, and it graphs it for you, and it shows you all different stuff like points on the graph, stuff like that. What to use it for, I don't really even know how to explain that. So the Maulers get the football back. Simmons fields this kick at the 20. On the return, he crossed the 45-yard line, and Simmons with a good return forced out at the 48-yard line. You mean what type is it? Oh, I have no idea how to answer that question. No idea. So the Maulers offense back onto the field. First and 10 with 10:23 to go. They now trail 21-9. Williams hands off to Garrett Groshek running right. Groshek makes a cut, cuts up the field, runs somebody over, and gains 15 on the play. Nice physical run there from Garrett Groshek on the first play of the Maulers drive. Groshek ran over two guys at essentially the same time. He ran over Brooks and somebody else. I couldn't tell who it was. First and 10 here. Empty backfield for Williams. He looks to throw. Quick throw off the hands and incomplete of Hyman. I don't really think he was looking for the ball. Even though Williams made an insanely accurate throw and hit him in the hands, he just couldn't haul it in because I don't think he was expecting it. So here is a second and 10 for the Maulers. Play clock winding down. Williams in shotgun. And here is the gift to number 21 up the middle. He's going to run for 4. I don't know who that is. 21. That is Dwanna Gary, running back from Western Connecticut State. Okay. Never heard of him. Also never heard of his school. But he gets a carry for 4 there. So, or actually it's 5. So here's a 3rd and 5. 8.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Williams hands off to Groshek on 3rd and 5. And he's going to lose a yard. What are you doing? Why are you handing the ball off on 3rd and 5? And running to the short side of the field? I have no idea what they can be doing there. What kind of play call is that? On 3rd and 5? Already down? Are you just trying to kick field goals? Like, what's the point of trying to... That doesn't even make sense. What kind of play call was that? Here's Blewett for another 50-plus yard field goal, 51 yards. His kick is up and good, and that is now officially the most field goals made in a USFL Championship game with 4. So 21-12. The Stallions now lead and will get the ball back after the kickoff. But somebody want to help me understand what in the world is the point of running the ball on 3rd and 5? Because I say it makes absolutely no sense. Give me 1 second to check something really quick. But, do you guys have any explanation of why you would run the football there? Um, give me 1 second. You used Google Translate, okay? So you're telling me I gotta use Google Translate to figure out what that means? It means TV. Okay. You're watching this game on your TV. Okay. But they're back from commercial break here. The Stallions going to get the football back. They lead this one 21-12. Maulers going to need more than field goals, because field goals are not going to cut it against this Stallions offense, and they're just not going to win you a game in general. You're going to need more than field goals to win a football game. Obviously, we did have the rare exception to that when the Stars beat the Generals earlier by kicking 8 field goals or earlier in the season, but 99 times out of 100, you need more than field goals to win a game. Kane muffs the kickoff return, picks it up on its first bounce, and then is tripped up at the 25, and is taken out at the 29, so he wasn't tripped. He was tripped up by the turf monster. But 7:39 to go in the third quarter. Stallions back on the field. Their first drive went 6 plays, 27 yards, no points. Since then, they went 21 plays, 221 yards, and 21 points. So a big turnaround for the Stallions offense after a poor first drive. So 1st and 10. Magoo, high snap, is going to keep this one himself and run. He's going to run for a gain of 4. So here is a 2nd and 6 for the Stallions. 7:15 to go in quarter number 3. Marable exits the backfield. Magoo looks to throw. Throws to the outside, caught by Davis. He picks up the first down. Tries to hurdle somebody, but is unable to do so. And he's forced out of bounds. So here is a 1st and 10, 6:40 to go in quarter number 3 for the Stallions, or not really just for the Stallions, but in the third quarter. Magoo is going to look to throw off play action. Now he's going to pull it down and look to run. Magoo slides after a gain of 7 on the play. Google Translate Arabic for chicken. Okay, you love chicken. Cool. Alex Magoo up to 44 rushing yards on 6 carries. Here he hands off to Marable up the middle. He picks up the first down. CJ Marable runs for a gain of 3 on that play. The Stallions rushing 111 yards on 15 carries, good for 7.4 yards a carry. 1st and 10, Magoo looks to throw, he's going to set up the screen to Marable, but Marable has the ball bounce off his hands and go incomplete. Had space ahead of him, but had to make sort of like a twisting catch, was unable to do so, and That'll bring up a 2nd and 10 here with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Alex Magoo, 13 of 16, passing for 174 yards and 3 touchdowns. He has as many incompletions as he does touchdowns. Pretty impressive. Magoo looks to throw. Tries to find Marable out of the backfield on a little swing pass, but pass batted down. There's his 4th incompletion of the day. And incompletions on back-to-back passes. So here is a 3rd and 10 for the Stallions. So 3rd and 10 for the Stallions. They're 2 of 3 on 3rd down so far today. They average 5.3 yards to go. Here Magoo looks to throw on 3rd and long. He's protected well. Underneath he's going to find Sternberger. Picks up the 1st down and slips after a gain of 12. And picks up the 1st down as well. Anyway, you're going to leave. Okay. Well, thank you for joining me for all you could, and I hope you have a great rest. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Or night. Magoo, nice job finding a wide open Jace Sternberger there. And allowing to pick up the 1st down. Here is the gift to Marable running left. Marable is going to power his way forward for a gain of 7 on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd and 3. See you, talk later. You don't know when, though, okay? Yeah, have a good rest of your day or night. I don't know. Probably night. So 2nd and 3 here. Here is the give to Marable running right this time. He cuts it up the middle. Marable across the 15-yard line. And he's spun around at the 10. Gets it down to the 9-yard line. Nice run from CJ Marable there. And the Stallions move the chains. Again. They've been so good running the football. Very effective so far. Well over 7 yards a carry. So 1st and goal for the Stallions, looking to extend their currently 21-12 lead. Play clock winding down. They get the snap off. Magoo hands off to Pearson, who's going to look to bounce this to the outside, spin back inside, and lose 2. So here is a 2nd and goal. For the Stallions, they are now backed up to about their own 10-yard line, maybe the 11. Or probably the 11, maybe the 12 is what I'm trying to say, actually. It is marked as the 12. So 2nd goal, Magoo in shotgun. Pearson remains in a running back line to his left. Magoo looks to throw. Maulers bring a blitz. Magoo rolls out to his right and finds Deon Kane, but it's off his hands and incomplete. And that'll bring up a 3rd and goal. Ricky Pearson Jr. also injured on the play. Face first into the ground. Hopefully he's okay. So Pearson gets tended to before this 3rd and goal. Hopefully he's okay. He makes his way back to his feet as they head to commercial break. But that now leaves the Stallions very thin at running back because it's only going to be Marable. But, let me check their depth chart that they put out earlier. On, I think it was Thursday. Yeah, it was Thursday. The USFL tweets a lot, so I gotta scroll down a long time to find it. Almost there. Oh, here we go. But, yeah, the Stallions had only 2 running backs listed on their depth chart. CJ Marable and Ricky Pearson. So now, the Pearson injury, if he's out, that's going to leave them very thin at running back with just Marable. And they don't have, like, a fullback or anything like that listed. So, still waiting for them to come back from commercial. Hopefully Pearson's okay. He's over on the sideline walking around as he walks his way into the medical tent. But here is a 3rd and goal from the 12 for the Stallions. 1:22 to go in the 3rd quarter. Stallions lead this one 21-12. Davis in motion from left, from right to left across the formation. Magoo looks to throw, rolls out to his right. Now circles back left, back all the way to the 40-yard line, and Magoo is going to lose the football, scooped up by the Maulers. And on the return, it's a big fella, number 94, running it back. He's not going to have enough speed. He hands it off to number 3. What a 10,000 IQ play, and the Maulers run it back for a touchdown. Wow. What a play! Magoo lost the football back at the 38-yard line when the play started at the 12. That's the one major disadvantage of just circling back, because if you get sacked, you're going to take a massive loss, or you're going to lose the football like that. Reuben Foster got pressure on him right away, and then he forced the ball out. It was then scooped up by number 94. Who is 341 pounds. So he's obviously not going to outrun someone like Alex Magoo, who's only 5 yards behind him. And then makes a insanely high IQ play to hand it off to safety Eli Walker, who runs it in for the rest. Wait a minute. We got the call is reversed, and the points are taken off the board. Why? I'm confused. Puts the ball at the 35-yard line, 34-yard line of the Stallions. First and 10 from the 33. Williams looks to throw underneath. Nice job tipping it back to himself by Henny. And that's going to be a gain of 3. Oh, what's up? Told you you'd be back. Yes, you did. Welcome back to the stream. What's up? Well, the Maulers just had a crazy touchdown taken off the board. I still don't completely understand why. But 2nd and 8 here. Williams looks to throw. A delayed give to Garrett Groshek up the middle. Groshek will run for a gain of 8 and a Mauler first down. But what happened was Magoo fumbled the ball, as he just kept going back, and back. And then Reuben Foster forced it out. And it was then recovered by a 341-pound defensive lineman, who then handed it off to the safety so he could finish running it back for the touchdown. It was a touchdown, and then somehow there was a penalty and it got taken off the board. Don't completely understand it, but that's kind of what happened. I've been watching the Cardinals game. Update for you: Cardinals 2, Yankees 3, top of the 6th. I've briefly checked the score here and there, but thanks for the update. Alright, let me see if I can find an explanation for that touchdown getting taken off the board. USFL will be better next season, hopefully. Well, I feel the USFL is already good, but they can get... It has been good this year, yeah, it has. But, I mean, if they can get even better, that would be a really, really big win for them. To be honest, to be completely honest, the XFL may be better, but I don't know, it's close. I don't know, it definitely is close. I mean, both are good. I think, personally, I like the USFL better, but I do greatly enjoy both leagues. And I hope both leagues succeed. Alright, but still waiting for them to come back from commercial break here as we enter the fourth quarter. Maulers with the football, they trail by a score of 21-12. You make great content, you deserve more subs. Well, greatly appreciate that. And I'm glad you think so. I always try to make the content as best as I possibly can. So, 1st and 10 here for the Maulers. 15 minutes to go in the USFL Championship game. The Stallions lead this one by a score of 21-12. Here is the give. Oh, it's going to be a double pass. Nope, it's incomplete on the first pass. Never mind. It was a give to Groshek running right. He was going to throw it back to Troy Williams, but Williams, the throw came up well short on the throw back to the Maulers quarterback. And then I think Williams was going to throw it, but ended up being incomplete. So here's a 2nd and 10 for the Maulers. Williams in shotgun, Groshek the back line up to his left. Williams looks to throw. He's pressured. Throws over the middle and incomplete, nearly intercepted. Risky throw there. JoJo Tillery almost able to intercept it. You're gonna watch the Cardinals game. Have a great night. God bless you. Yeah, have a great rest of your night. Thank you for stopping by while you could. And I hope to see you in the future. So, have a good rest of your night. And thanks for stopping by while you could. Maulers 5 of 10 on third down so far today. Here's a 3rd and 10. Williams looks to throw. He's pressured. Rolls out to his left. And he is sacked back at the 30-yard line by Dondra Tillman. Big sack there for the Stallions defense. That's going to hold them to another field goal. It will be their 5th field goal attempt of the day. And it's going to be a huge... That touchdown taken off the board is going to be huge. I still don't completely understand why the touchdown was taken off the board. But here is a 48-yard field goal attempt for Chris Blewett. His kick is left. It is going to keep drifting left. And the score will stay at 21-12. So it remains 21-12 with 13:01 to go in the USFL Championship game. Oh, okay, so here's why. This is the dumbest thing you're going to hear all day. But this is the reason why the touchdown was taken off the board. So, it's because he handed it off forward. If he handed the ball off backwards, it would have been fine. But if he handed the ball off backwards to the guy, it would have been fine. That's the dumbest thing ever. It's not like he threw the ball to him. He handed the ball to him. So it's a handoff. That's really, really dumb. That's still so dumb because it's not like he throws the football. I don't get it. That's so dumb. It's probably rigged for Birmingham since they have the most home games there, and it's the largest market they have. I mean, maybe I don't really think it's rigged, but I mean, definitely a theory. Now, Birmingham really isn't a big market. It just appears to be the biggest market they have because they've been the only team to be playing in their home stadium for the first 2 years. So here is a 1st and 10 for the Stallions. They take over after the missed field goal. So from their own 38, Magoo quick throw to the outside, caught by Josh Johnson. Johnson makes his first catch today and is swung down after a gain of 3 on the quick screen. But if what I was saying about not liking the call being saying it was rigged and anything like that, I'm not saying it was rigged like that. If that's the rule, it's the rule, but it's a terrible rule and it needs to change. That's my thinking. So 2nd and 7 from their own 41. For the Stallions, Magoo takes a snap, drops back, looks to throw. Now he's going to roll out to his right. Magoo on the run, fires deep down the field. Wow, that's a great throw. Absolute cannon for a throw. Right there, but... And even overthrows receiver and incomplete. That was a really impressive throw. Magoo threw that a really long way on the run as well. And he still overthrew his receiver. He threw that at his own 37. And that ball landed at the 11. So how many yards is that? And he's on the run when he throws that as well. Prior to the snap, we got a flag on this play. It's delay a game. But 37 to the 11. That's, well, 13 gets it to midfield. And then 37 gets it to midfield. And then, what is that? 44? No. 34 yards. So 44-yard throw, 45-yard throw in the air on the run. Not bad. So 3rd and 12 here. Maulers bring a blitz. Magoo looks to throw. He rolls out to his left. Throws one deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Into double coverage. Not a great decision, but just let go of it there. On 3rd and long. That's going to bring up a 4th and 12 here. For the Stallions. And a good blitz call there by the Maulers forces Magoo under pressure. And they also do a great job of containing him on that play. Not allowing him to get outside the pocket, or like they allow him to get outside the pocket, but not they keep him in front of him, which is huge. So 4th and 12, the Mauler defense forces the first Stallion punt of the day. Wadman, the Stallions punter, on to send it away. And his kick is away. This punt is fielded on a bounce by Henny, and he's taken down right as he fields that at the 13 by JoJo Tillery. And that is where the Maulers will take over, trailing 21-12 with 10:41 to go in the USFL Championship game. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Alright, but while we wait for them to come back from commercial break, if you guys could like the stream and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys can do that. So, make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe, as that will help the stream reach more people, and I would also greatly appreciate that. Alright, so still waiting for them to come back from commercial. Actually, they're back and they're showing notable worst to firsts in major sports. Going from one of the worst teams to winning the championship. Or not necessarily the championship, but being really good. And the Maulers did that winning the North Division this year after going just 1-9 last year, which was the worst record in the USFL. Ray Horton upset about something on the sideline, screaming at the official. But 1st and 10 from their own 14. Williams, off play action, looks to throw. Throws to the outside, caught by Billy Gaither, his first catch today. And he's forced to bounce after a gain of 11, picks up a first down for the Maulers as well. So 1st and 10, Williams, quick throw, caught by Trey Walker. And another first down. But Ray Horton was upset about the fact that the Stallions didn't have enough guys in the line of scrimmage. And it wasn't reviewable. The officiating staff just missed it. So 1st and 10 here for the Maulers after back-to-back first downs. Williams in shotgun, one in the back line to his left. Williams looks to throw. Makes a big loop. Flag comes in. Now Williams is going to get taken down for a loss of 7 instead of throwing it away. That's a play where he's got to be better. There's definitely a few plays for Troy Williams where he just needs to be more aware of the situation. Like right there, you can't go down. You can't take a hit. You can't go down for a loss of 7 when you could easily just throw the ball away. Now there is a flag down, which could be a hold anyway. Let's see what the flag is going to be. It is a holding on the offense. Now if you're the Stallions, you decline this penalty. They did decline the penalty. They will take the loss of about 7 and the down as well. So 2nd and 17 here for the Maulers. Empty backfield for Troy Williams. Looks to throw. Underneath. Caught by the fullback. I forgot his name. But he's going to gain 7. That'll bring up a 3rd and 10. Oh, it's Mason Stoke. And that'll bring up a 3rd and about 10. What's the score is 21-12 Stallions. Maulers face a 3rd and 10 here. They are 5 of 11 on 3rd down so far today. They average 6.1 yards to go on a 3rd down. Williams looks to throw. He's pressured. Still on his feet. Shovel passes one forward to Madre London. And London's only going to pick up 2. So that'll bring up a 4th and 8. And the Stallion defense does a nice job of not allowing anything there on 3rd down. So the Stallion defense... No, they're going to go for it. Never mind. I was going to say the Stallion defense will force a punt. But the Maulers are going to go for it here on 4th and 8. They only trail by 9, so it is still a one-score game. But 4th and 8. Williams looks to throw. Deep down the field. Incomplete. Gaither, the intended target, was open but the throw a little bit low and behind him. And they will turn the ball over on downs. So the Stallions, they get the football just a little bit low for Billy Gaither, but like the idea for Troy Williams right there. finds an open receiver. You have to study sports and speak about sports on TV. You have a future. Thank you for that. I greatly appreciate that. And most kids aren't doing this. Well, glad you think there's potential. Thank you. And I always try to study on sports and stuff like that. Most kids are playing video games or in gangs. You're a great role model. Glad you think so. Thank you for the kind words. Alright, so still waiting for them to come back from commercial break here. The Stallions get the football. Good starting field position at the Maulers' 40-yard line after the turnover on downs. Keep your dreams. We can see you on major TV calling games one day. Believe in yourself, okay? Thank you for that. Greatly appreciated. And I will. Thank you very much. So 1st and 10 here for the Stallions. 7:22 to go in the 4th quarter. How old am I? I am 16. So 1st and 10 here for the Stallions. They lead this one by 9, 21 to 12, with 7:22 to go. Magoo hands off to Pearson, who is going to run into a wall right there at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go. Ricky Pearson, good to see him back on the field after leaving with injury. For how much time? There's 7:09 left to go. The Stallions' first 4 drives went to 27 plays, 264 yards, 21 points. Their last 2 drives have resulted in fumbles and punts, and have only gone 15 plays for 35 yards. So 2nd and 10, Magoo looks to throw. Protected well, now he rolls out to his right. Magoo looks downfield, now throws deep down the field, and that is caught. 3rd touchdown catch of the day for Deon Cain. The 3rd touchdown of the day. Alex Magoo's 4th total touchdown. A great throw deep down the field on the run. Right on the money to Deon Cain. 2-play, 40-yard drive, taking 54 seconds off the clock for the Stallions. And that has been... that has really explained the Stallions so far. Short... or quick drives. That has really been it. Not necessarily short, because 86 yards is not short. But they've been very quick with the ball. They have not had the ball for much, but they've put 27 points up on the board. The extra point is up and good. It is now 28 to 12. these Stallions lead the Maulers. I forgot there's a 3-point conversion in the USFL. Yeah, there is. It's only been one attempted so far this year, and that came from the Breakers last week. But, yeah, there's only been one, or actually two that were attempted. One has been good, the other one wasn't good. But, yeah, it's just, most teams don't usually do it, so that's why I tend to forget about it. In fact, I forgot about it for, like, 9 weeks of this season. Write your school papers, or write for your school paper section. Colleges want to see that. Thank you very much for the tip. See you on TV someday. You'll subscribe to your website and tell your 15-year-old son to follow you. Well, thank you very much for that. I greatly appreciate that. And I thank you for all the tips you've given me and support as well. Greatly appreciated. Alright, so still waiting for them to come back from commercial break here. The Mauler is going to get the football back, so let me switch this real quick. But going back to that touchdown real quick, Alex Magoo made such a great throw that I don't really even think Deon Cain was expecting the ball. He just literally hit him in the hand, and he was 40 yards down the field, 45 yards really, when you take into account where Magoo was and how Cain was a few yards deep into the end zone. But Cain was covered very, very well. And Magoo threw an absolute dime to him. Like 45 yards down the field. Your professor giving you tips to success. God put you here for a reason. Use your talents. Believe you're out. Thank you very much for all that. And I greatly appreciate all your help. Thank you very, very much. So 1st and 10 here for the Maulers. They currently trail 28-12 with 6:24 to go. Here is the quick screen to Henny, and that is blown up right away by 22. That is Brooks. A big, Lorenzo Burns. Brooks is 26. But a big tackle for loss by Lorenzo Burns, reading that screen right away and getting the backfield, taking down Henny for loss of 3. The Stallions defense on the regular season allowed about 20 points a game and 310 yards a game. That has not been the case tonight, much less. Here's a shovel pass forward to Groshek. Uses a nice spin move to get away from one guy and is going to gain about 9 on the play. That'll bring up a 3rd and 3. A nice 9-yard catch and run there for Garrett Groshek on a little shovel pass from Troy Williams. So here's a 3rd and 3. Williams, quick throw to the outside. Almost intercepted. Off the hands of the defensive back. And incomplete. Now that was Brooks, number 26. Yeah, Nate Brooks came flying in and saw exactly what they were doing. And nearly picked that one off. Maulers going for it here on 4th and 3. A league worst 3 of 10 on 4th down in the regular season. Williams steps up in the pocket, scrambles, still on his feet, picks up the first down easily across the 40-yard line, is down to the 35. A big scramble there for Troy Williams, moved the chains for the Maulers. And keeps their hopes alive. So 1st and 10, 4:28 to go in the game. From the 35, Williams looks to throw. He's pressured, and he is going to get taken down back at the 43-yard line. Number 96, that is Willie Henry, takes down Williams for a loss of 7 on the play. Second and 17. Williams looks to throw. Quick throw underneath. And incomplete, I think, is the rule. And yeah, it's going to be incomplete. A big hit from 35 with the Stallions. That is Rashad Smith. Knocked the ball out of the hands of the intended receiver, and that'll bring a 3rd and very long. A 3rd and 17 here for the Maulers. From the 42, Williams looks to throw. Over the middle, that is... Oh, wow. Nice catch by Isaiah Henney. Kind of floated that one to the middle-ish outside, up the seam, kind of. And Henney made a nice catch. So 1st and 10, Williams looks to throw once again, and he is once again going to get sacked back at the 31-yard line. Back-to-back first down sacks for the Stallions. This time, it is defensive tackle Kashawn Camp getting involved in the action. And he takes down Troy Williams for about a loss of 5. The Maulers spent their first time out after that sack with 3:10 remaining. They had 4 seconds back on the clock. And Ray Horton is upset about something on the sideline again. Give me 1 second. Alright, so still waiting for them to come back from commercial break. The Maulers with the football, they just spent their first timeout, leaving them with 2 remaining. The Stallions still with 3 remaining. They spent the timeout with 3:10 remaining after a sack. Oh, that's what I was going to check. I was going to check how many sacks the Stallions have on the day. I believe that those were the first 2. Never mind, they've actually got 5. Okay, I don't know. I don't remember those. Actually, I do remember 1. But 5 sacks on the day for the Stallions defense. The most recent one was an 8-yard loss, and here's a 2nd and 18 for the Maulers, 3:10 remaining. Trail this one 28-12. So, 2nd and 18, Williams looks to throw to the outside. That is caught by Henny. Breaks one tackle, and he is going to end up losing a yard. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 19. For the Maulers. 2:45 to go for this 3rd and 19. Empty backfield for Williams. He looks to throw. Plenty of time. Now time runs out. He loses the ball as well. And it is still loose. It's recovered by the Stallions. Willie Yarbury dives on it. And the Stallions take possession with 2:30 to go. And might have just sealed their 2nd straight USFL Championship. After the turnover now, it's probably going to be too much for the Maulers to overcome a 16-point deficit with under 3 minutes to go already, and not having the ball. JoJo Tillery forced the ball out, and then Yarbury tried to pick it up. He should have just fallen on it right there. But he ends up with the recovery anyway. And the Stallions have the ball with 2:30 to go. Here is the give to CJ Marable running right. Marable going to gain a yard. That's about it. And the Maulers spend their 2nd timeout with 2:24 to go. So here is a 2nd down and 9 for the Stallions. They lead this one 28-12 with 2:24 to go. Maulers with just 1 timeout remaining. Stallions with still all 3 timeouts remaining. Second and 10. Magoo in shotgun, and this froze. Hold on. Magoo looks to throw to the outside. That is caught by Michael Petway for a gain of 5. That'll bring up a 3rd and 5 with 2:13 to... Actually, that's going to bring us to 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes to go here in the USFL Championship game. The Stallions lead this one by a score of 28-12 and are 2 minutes away from back-to-back USFL Championships. Give me 1 second. All right. So, the Stallions with the football, they're 2 minutes away from back-to-back championships. They lead the Maulers by a score of 28-12. So still waiting for them to come back from commercial. Alright, they're in the back from commercial break. And a quick reminder, the clock stops on first downs and out of bounds under the 2 minute, or with under 2 minutes to go. On first downs, it is only until the ball is spotted. But here is a 3rd and 5 for the Stallions. So it could be a big play here, because tomorrow's defense gets a stop. They're going to get the football back. So 3rd and 5, Maulers need this. Magoo, quick throw. Caught by Petway for a first down. Gains 9 on the play, and the Stallions move the chains. With 1:56 to go, the Maulers spend their 3rd and final timeout. No, actually, never mind. Clock was stopped, but they don't spend the timeout, and they're just going to let this clock run. Here is Magoo on the keeper on first down across midfield. Picks up another first down. He slides inbounds. Smart decision there. At the 30-yard line of the Maulers, a big run there for Magoo on first down. And a smart job to stay inbounds, so the clock will now only temporarily stop. But Magoo, another amazing day. 7 carries, 69 yards on the ground. And passing, he's got 243 yards and 4 touchdowns as well. So with 59 seconds to go, the Stallions spend their first timeout as the play clock hits 0. So 59 seconds to go. 1st and 10 for the Stallions. They show their player of the game. It's Alex Magoo. I mean, it's got to be Alex Magoo. Who else is it? He's undoubtedly going to win the USFL Championship Game MVP award. Why not? Who else is there? Deion Kane, who caught 3 touchdowns. I mean, Magoo has over 400 or over 300 yards and 4 total touchdowns. He's responsible for all 4 of the Stallions' touchdowns. And one more knee here for the Stallions. And the Birmingham Stallions are officially 2023 USFL champions as they defeat the Maulers by a final score of 28-12. So the Stallions go back. Oh, sorry. But yeah, the Stallions go back-to-back. They win the USFL Championship by a score of 28-12, and they are your 2023 USFL champions. They finished the season with a record of 10-2. The Maulers finished the season at 5-7. Still a great effort from them, and a wonderful turnaround putting the going from 1-9 last year to a North Division championship this year. Just a great turnaround for the Maulers, but just definitely overmatched by a better Stallions team. They were deserving to win the championship, definitely were. I mean, they were the best team all season long. They have now won 7 straight games to close out the year, and they win the USFL Championship. And now, a quick thing with the Stallions. They have now won back-to-back championships with 2 different quarterbacks. It's pretty interesting, because last year, the exact opposite happened. Last year and this year. Last year, Alex Magoo started as the Stallions starting quarterback. He gets knocked out in the first game due to injury, and Jamar Smith does a really good job replacing him, earns the starting job for the rest of the year, leads the Stallions to a championship, and they finish the season at 11-1. Or, sorry. Yeah, 11-1 and a championship. This year, Jamar Smith begins the season as their starting quarterback, gets knocked out in week 1 due to injury, ends up being out the entire year. Then Alex Magoo leads them to a championship and finishes the season at 10-2. So the Stallions, they're a team where no matter who their quarterback is, as long as they can throw a football and are pretty good, then they're going to be a really, really good team. They're 21-3 since the USFL returned last year. Just really, really good. Alex Magoo is certainly going to win the MVP. Already won USFL MVP. So back-to-back USFL Championship wins for the Birmingham Stallions. I'm going to stay on for a little bit to see the trophy presentation, stuff like that. While they're a commercial, let's go over some final stats of the game. I mean, Alex Magoo's certainly going to win the MVP. Went 18 of 25 for 243 yards and 4 touchdowns. And also added 64 yards and 9 rushing attempts. Was the team's leading passer, was the team's leading rusher. Did everything for the Stallions they needed him to do all season long. He did it today, throughout the entire season. Best player in the USFL, not even close. Now, it is interesting but, what was I saying? It is interesting because Alex Magoo could go off to the NFL. He's definitely going to get NFL opportunities. Whether he will take them or not, that's a different story. We'll have to wait and see. But for the Stallions next year, who's going to be their starting quarterback, which is very interesting. Because Magoo might be in the NFL. Maybe. If he comes back, it definitely creates a debate as well. So if Alex Magoo comes back, is he the starting quarterback or is it Jamar Smith? Personally, I'm a huge Alex Magoo fan. I've been a fan of him since he was drafted. And since he was drafted to the Stallions in the November of 2020. Or no. I don't remember exactly when it was. But I was always a huge Alex McGough fan. And I think he's the best quarterback in the USFL. I think he is insanely good. And I think he is the best quarterback in the USFL. He's the best quarterback in the Stallions. But I mean, as we saw last year, J.R. Smith, a good quarterback as well. And he is still able to win them games. But if McGough comes back, I would say it's going to be McGough who starts. If McGough does not come back, it's probably going to be J.R. Smith. But the Stallions also believe Jalen Morton is the future. And if J.R. Smith, for some reason, doesn't come back, they're confident with what they have in Jalen Morton. And they'll probably be good once again next year. Right now they're debating who the MVP is, because they're saying McGough and Deion Kane both are deserving of it. I'd say it's Alex McGough. I mean, Deion Kane doesn't get his 3 touchdowns without McGough. But the Birmingham Stallions are the 2023 USFL champions. They beat the Maulers by a final score of 28-14. They go back-to-back. They lift the championship trophy. Alright, here we go. MVP in tonight's championship game. It's Deion Kane. Oh, wow. 171 all-purpose yards, including 4 catches for 70 yards and 3 touchdowns. Interesting. I think McGough got robbed of that one. Did Kane have a great game? Yeah. I mean, between return yards, the four catches, 3 of them touchdowns, 70+ receiving yards as well. I think McGough was robbed of the MVP, but I mean Deion Kane, a tremendous game as well. Let me know in the comments who you think the MVP should have been. So, Deion Kane wins MVP. What do you guys think about that? I don't love it. I mean, I'm not saying he shouldn't have won MVP, but I personally think it should have been McGough. Alright, but yeah, that is going to do it for today's stream, everybody. Thank you guys for joining me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I sure had a lot of fun. And I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. But, obviously, I'll have a lot more videos coming out in the future. Not going to be streaming because there's no really games to stream. But make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos. I'm going to do videos of NFL players, or USFL players who deserve a chance in the NFL. In the future of the USFL, they've announced they'll be returning for Season 3, but also expansion stuff, all that. Stuff like that. I'll probably do a video comparing the USFL and the XFL this season so far. All that stuff, obviously, other sports as well, not just the USFL. And, but yeah. So, thank you guys for watching tonight's stream. Hope you guys enjoyed it. USFL champs are the Birmingham Stallions as they go back-to-back. And, yeah. So, that's going to do it for tonight's stream, everybody. Thank you guys for joining me. Make sure to like the stream, subscribe, turn notifications so you don't miss either videos or streams. I do my best to post as often as possible, and I will see you guys in the next video.